you love me, and you go a whole month without talking to me.
Is that possible?
Guy, it's like he just needs a wife.
This is
Like this is a red flag.
A red
flag.
flag.
No, actually, red carpet.
Exactly. You are not a Muslim. You are not a Christian. You are not.
You will remain broke till you die. I tell you the fact.
Not like this one that you are saying that you don't have money. You are drinking. You are smoking. You don't get sense. Me, no near you. I beg. Primary, JHS, SHS, then university. Then they get hey. Maybe your husband is somewhere waiting for you, and you are with somebody that is using you to wait for the wife. No.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Triple T podcast. I'm Harriet, and I'm your host for today. And I'm here with
Gertrude, and I'm Jennifer.
All right, so this is a very new thing on our channel. We are here to talk about normal things that happen in relationships, life, and then controversial topics. You might be wondering what Triple T is. This is where tea is spilled, tales are told, and the truth is heard. So that is what Triple T is about. Today we are going to talk about a very controversial topic. But before I get into that, I want my guests to say something before we get into it. Gertrude, what do you have to say? Okay, so once again, good morning, guys. Welcome to this channel, and we are here to have a normal conversation in terms of relationships, and yeah. What about you, Jennifer?
Oh, I don't actually have anything to say. I just want to say I'm happy to be here, and I'm glad to share my thoughts.
All right, so let's get straight in. So today the topic we are going to talk about is, should you date someone your parents disapprove of? Yes, this thing happens in normal life, and people's parents do not approve of other people, but they still go ahead to marry them. So what do you think? Write yours in the comment section. But before we get to that, let's just dissect this topic to the bottom, and then you get to know your answers. So there's a story we are going to read, so you get to know what exactly happened before this question popped up. Let's get straight into the story. So we started dating before I went to tertiary school. I am currently in my final year, and our relationship is 5 years old. We are good together. We easily understand each other, so we don't often argue or fight. No one is perfect, I know, but I can boldly say that this girl is perfect for me. Our plan is for us to start saving towards our marriage as soon as I complete and get a job. That's why she introduced me to her parents a few months ago. They seemed to like me when we met. Their warm and welcoming reception made me feel I was already a part of the family. Well, I imagine my surprise when I got home and my girlfriend called me sounded emotional. My parents say our backgrounds are too different. They want me to break up with you. She almost wept. It's true, her family is well to do, while I come from a struggling family. I know I have the potential to be someone great, and she sees it too. Nonetheless, parents don't usually look out for potential when it comes to their daughters. They want security, something I don't have right now. Despite protects from her parents, we continued our healthy relationship. I am still holding on to her because she's good for me. Before I met her, I didn't know what it meant to love a woman. I saw them as objects for my sexual satisfaction. I am not proud to admit, but I was a player. It was her presence in my life that changed. When I fell in love with her, I let go of all other women and stuck to only her. Even when her parents kicked against us, I tried to move on, but it did not work. It's as if my heart is locked only to love her. Sometimes I even feel she cast a spell on me. If not, why am I still with a woman whose parents are vehemently opposed our relationship? While I'm willing to stick around and fight for her, my fear is that she might listen to her parents one day and leave with them. Then so much would have passed. Apart from her parents' stance, my fear stemmed from the fact that my best friend's girlfriend left him for another man recently. Their relationship was 9 years old. I don't want to suffer the same fate. What do you advise I do? I love her deeply, but her mother doesn't want to see her near me. So this is the story. A very emotional but deep story. And now we'll dive into the question. Before we dive into the questions, what do you have to say about the story, Gertrude?
Okay. Um, Parents sometimes they got to decide for you when it comes to marriage and, let's say, relationships. But I personally don't think it's the right thing to do as a parent. And you are not God. And since you are not God, you might not have that conviction whether that person is actually your daughter's husband or that man is supposed to marry your daughter. Yeah, so I think sometimes parents are wrong when it comes to things like that. Yeah.
All right. What about you, Jennifer?
Yeah, that's not the right thing to do because it's their life. You've lived your own and they are supposed to live their own.
Yeah.
So they are trying to live their life and they are looking for the right person for themselves, not you. You get. So yeah, they are supposed to decide for themselves, not you.
So you
Yeah.
heard the parents in the comment section. You're not supposed to decide for your children because you don't have that conviction. They're not the one going to marry the next person.
Exactly.
So why are you deciding for them? But let's dive into our first question. So our first question is: should parental approval determine who you date or marry? I think it has been answered. Should it determine?
Okay, I can say sometimes parents, they are grown. They are ahead of us.
Yes.
And they see the red flags which we don't see, and sometimes even if we see, we ignore them.
Yes.
Yeah, because of our feelings or the love you have for the person. Because of that, we ignore such red flags. That's why I said I have a real life example concerning this thing. I have a friend who the parents saw the red flags in the guy she was dating. They dated for, I think, 8 years. So their mother was like, no, this guy is not a good guy for you. He's not gonna help you because even he's working, but you can't see anything. Like, he's just there. He's not supportive. I'm not saying the girl should put all her burdens on that guy, but at least she's your girlfriend, and there are certain things you need to, you know, provide. And she's a grown up, but the guy was just there, not supportive. He doesn't care about the girl, whether the girl is the next step. Like, he doesn't even know the girl's next step, like in life. He's just there. So the mother was like, no, such a guy will not help you in future. And imagine if you give birth with such a person, how is it going to be? Like, how are you going to live your life? So the girl too ignored, and now they didn't get married. I think the girl got pregnant, and she's living with the guy now, and she's really struggling. Yeah. So I think sometimes parents are like gods. They see what is ahead of us and they will try to advise you so that you avoid such a relationship. But we don't listen.
Yeah. So like they say, what's your mother or an elder person is sitting on the chair, you see you when you're
You're
standing on the
standing,
tree,
you
don't see it.
Yeah,
You
true.
don't see it. So yes, Jennifer, what do you think about that?
Yeah, it's actually true. Sometimes what they see is the truth when they tell you that this person is not good for you. But it's not always. It's not always. Let's say I like this guy, and then you come and tell me that this person, they don't have money, or their family, they have disease. I should stop loving the person because it's not that easy.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah,
For me, it will not be easy for me. But like,
So yeah, so parental approval should not determine whether you date or marry someone. It actually depends. Sometimes you have to weigh the circumstances and see if they are really right. Sometimes they just don't want you to go closer to the person. That's why.
and there's not even reason attached to it. Maybe they don't just like the person. They start saying.
But this one, that's the one, that's the scenario that I gave. The mother actually has a reason. And the people around saw it. Like,
yeah, such a situation, maybe you can just consider leaving or something.
yeah.
But here is the case, maybe you just saw the person, you don't like the person, then you start saying, and then their family is this, they have that you should leave the person. Yeah. You know, you know, go work.
So, second question is: can love survive long term without family support? Can love survive long term without family support? Jennifer,
I can say yes, it can survive without family support because this love we are talking about is based on two people. It's, let's say it's my guy and I. So if we are doing the right thing, we know our ways, it can survive. without our parents, even though maybe we will need advice from them, but not like financially or something. Because okay, maybe after university I'll be working and my guy is also working. This means we can, I mean, cater for our, yes, and we wouldn't need our family. Who even goes into marriage to need their family support, like in terms of finance or something? No, maybe advice or something. Maybe if you have a fight, then, but it's not even all fights that you should even tell your family. Yes. So I think it can survive.
Okay, Gertrude, what do you think?
Yeah. Okay, for me, I don't know how old I am in life, but everything that you are talking about, I have real life examples.
Oh, okay.
Come on.
I know a lady who got married and the dad wasn't in agreement with the marriage.
Okay.
Yeah. And even the mom, they were not in agreement because the guy was broke. Like when you say someone is broke, the guy was broke. But the lady saw something in the guy and they knew, two of them, they knew where they were heading to. So they got married. And now, as I'm speaking, the guy works at a mining company and he has a lot of money. They are doing well. And they've been married for 10 years
Exactly.
now.
Now, see.
So imagine long term. When we talk about long term, it's like 5 years to 10 years time.
Yeah,
And now
that's
they've been married for long. And then the lady is now a musician. Yeah, she's in Kenya. I say I don't know my hometown. Yes, that's where she lives.
Okay.
She's doing so well. They have their own house, cars, everything. So you see, sometimes parents, if you don't approve, still God has his plan for us. So yeah.
And you don't know, you are not in God's mind. So you never know. Nobody knows what's happening
So in terms of long term survival, I think without parents, if both of you know where you are going, or if you know your potential or your dream or your vision, you know what you are doing.
Exactly.
So actually,
you know what you want. You know where you are driving to.
Yes. So,
exactly. So
all right. So I can see that it's getting interactive, and then these people, they know what they are talking about.
We
are
know.
getting your
Some
answers.
people.
we are grown
Getting your answers. I know. Yeah. So our next question is going to be: how do you know when it's time to let go of a relationship, even if the love is real? You know, sometimes when in a relationship, yes, I love you. You can see the person loves you, but there's something that is involved and you still have to let go. So how do you know when at this time you're supposed to let go of the
This one, I think I even have an example, but
should I go ahead? Yes, you can go ahead.
Okay. I'm using myself as an example. Like I'm dating a guy who is a Muslim, and like I like this guy, he likes me. Like we love each other, you get. But here is the case: he's a Muslim and I'm a Christian. Now there's an opportunity that we will let go. You get, maybe in the long run or something, just because maybe my family might not accept. Now you understand. Maybe they'll, especially my mom, she would just be like, my elder sister got married to a Muslim and then she passed on. So she doesn't want me to go and marry Muslim again. Now you get. But here is the case, both of us, we love each other. So even though I love him, but I don't know what is going to happen. Because now we are just left with two, my sister and I, and then my mother will not want such a situation to happen again.
Well, I think it makes sense though, because
now am I letting
different religions and then getting married. But I mean, I've seen on social media, there's this lady on TikTok. She's a Christian who's married to a Muslim.
I even know some like that. But now this one is just, let's say my mom is now the issue. But me, I don't have issues marrying him. So far as he said, when we get married, like I can just be my Christian and he will be his mother. He doesn't have issues. We are Gen Zs. I mean, he doesn't have issues with that. 21st century. Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
So, Gertrude, what do you think about it?
Okay. So I think for you to give up on love, even if you know that in your heart you know that you love this person, but due to some circumstances or things that you've seen, you have to withdraw, like drop it and move on. It's something that is very hard to do. It's very tough decision. But then I think you as a person, inside you, if you know that this is not going to help me, like in future, love is a journey and you don't have to wait until it hits you before you know that no,
Wrong.
this is a wrong way. Yeah. But I think, yeah, you just have to know that maybe this person is not gonna help me in this way. I used to love a guy. He's in the UK. I loved him so much. I loved him so much. Actually, he was my first boyfriend. And then I saw some things like attention. He will not give you attention. How can you tell me you love me and you go a whole month without talking to me?
Is that possible?
You know, it's not
24 hours
possible.
is too much.
Yeah, it's not possible.
Me, like the way I am.
So I'm like, how are we going to do this? Because I saw it like, okay, in his mind, he was like, maybe one day when you are done with school, I'll actually he planned to pick me from Kenya to school, like to the UK before I even finished school. But I told him that I'm almost finishing, so he should wait. But then I just thought of something. I'm like, no, this guy is like, he just needs a wife. Someone who is staying in the house, cook for him, wash his clothes. Like he just needs a companion, not like a wife, like someone who is really in love with you. So I saw that and I'm like, no. And moreover, he doesn't go to church. This is a red flag. A red flag. No, actually, red carpet.
Exactly. You are not a Muslim. You are not a Christian. You are not
Buddhism. So who are you worshiping?
You are not even worshiping the
Who are you worshiping? So
I
I got confused, but I love the guy so much, and I couldn't let go of him. But I just sat down and then I took my own decision. I'm like, no, this is gonna hurt me throughout my entire life. And you know, marriage is a lifetime thing.
Yes. Exactly.
Yeah, nobody plans to get married and then divorce later. No,
nobody
it's not
wants
a good
that.
thing. Yes. So in me, I know that I love you, but then this your thing. And if you can't change for me, and you know, people don't change, and that is one thing that is hurting we the women. We think men change, but human beings naturally we don't change. We don't change. The way you saw the person is the same.
How the person is
gonna live with you. So if you see those things, just take the bold decision and say no. I think it will help you. Yeah.
So someone said the guy lived with his mother for 14 to 15 years. He was not able to change. You that you saw him 1 year.
You want to change. You
Go be there. You go when you finish, you come and tell us. Okay, so I think our last but one question is do you think background and social status should matter in love? Because when you listen to the story we spoke about, we're saying that the guy is from a poor background and then the lady, they are from a well-to-do background. So it makes it a bit difficult because if my parents are able to feed me every time, why do I come and live with someone who is struggling? So do you think it's really important in a relationship?
Okay, so background. Talking of background could be, is it financial background, culture, religion, and also let's say maybe one or two things like, I don't know. And we can even have educational background. You know, some men or women are illiterate, and there are families, they don't entertain that. If you are illiterate, they won't allow you to marry their daughter or marry their son. Yes. So I can say that talking of background, is it financial or?
I think it will be
financial background.
They are well to do.
Okay.
He is struggling. But then there's also potential.
Okay. But that one I don't support the parents because you don't know the destiny of that person. You don't know what is ahead of him, and those people that we look down upon right now are the ones that are going to be, and not all of them.
Exactly.
Yeah, not all of them. Some people are broken. Sorry for my words. Yeah, if you are broke, you will remain broke till you die. I tell you the fact. I know some guys who are very broke, but they are still doing womanizing, like moving from one place to another. It won't help you. Yeah, it won't help you. If you are broke, you make sure that you know what is ahead of you and you plan yourself accordingly. But yeah, with time you can make it in life. But if you are broke and you are still living your bad life and you are doing bad habits, let's say you are broke and you are smoking, you are broke, you are drinking, you are broke, hey man, you remain broke for life. Forever broke. Yeah. So yeah.
So that's the issue answer. Yeah. Well, I think per what she said, there's this saying that the men that you're looking down on today, that they don't have money, you'll be looking at that man on
a
a
vision,
because he has
yes.
a vision. And then the one you think has money today, they'll be sitting in the house. Yeah, so I think sometimes it depends. You have to look at the person's character too. In as much as you don't have money, how can you don't have money and be drinking? You're just wasting your life.
Yeah.
And I don't even think as you are drinking, you have to come and propose to a woman that I love you in the first place. Yeah, so I think it makes sense. Jennifer, what do you think?
Okay, I want to tell you something. This is the reason why they say the rich will continue being richer and the poor will be
Poorer.
Exactly.
The poorest.
So now, most of these rich people, they want their kids to get married to rich kids. How is that possible now? So we know that we are poor. You want us to be going for the poor. So that's how the poor are becoming more poor. I don't know. Yes, but it shouldn't. Me, I don't support that. It shouldn't be like that. It's where love goes.
That's where love
Yeah.
Exactly. So if I love this guy and this guy doesn't have money and the guy has the potentials, why not?
Okay.
You know that maybe this guy is trying his best. Not like this one that you are saying that you don't have money, you are drinking, you are smoking. You don't get sense. Me, not near me, I beg. Maybe not near me. But maybe this person doesn't have money. But you can see that the person is trying. Why not give the person a chance? Yeah, so me, I don't support. I don't support.
All right. So pertaining that answer that you have given, you see in the story that we read, they have been dating for 5 years, and then his best friend, his girl, left him after a relationship of 9 years or 10 years. Do you think that you should date someone for that long, like 5 years, 10 years? People stay in a relationship. I've been dating for 10 years, and he left me. So what do you think? Me personally, I feel like, what are you looking for in 10 years? Like 10 years in a relationship and you didn't see anything. But well, let me just hand it over to them to answer because I'm not your guest today. They are your guests. Anyway, so what do you guys think?
Okay. I always see it on social media. You see the people start from primary, JHS, SHS, then university, then they get hey. Maybe I've not seen it in real life. I always see on social media. I've not seen it in real life. But like dating that long, I think if the person wants to marry you, you will see it. You get, but if the person doesn't want to, maybe the person is using you to wait for the right person. How do you know? So let's say me, my first date, it was 4 years, but it ended. Why that long? That was actually, it was a long distance relationship because I was in senior. I was going to school in northern region. The person was in western region, but we were trying to, keep up things. But when I finished, I got to know that this guy was having another girl.
Oh no.
So that was waste of time. So if you are not actually with the person, then you feel like this person like doesn't have the potentials of marrying you. Me, I don't see the need of staying that long. Maybe your husband is somewhere waiting for you, and you are with somebody that is using you to wait for the wife. No.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, what do you think?
Dating for long. Okay. Me as a woman, why should I even date? Okay, it depends on your age.
Yeah.
It depends on your age.
And actually the situation too.
Yes, it depends on you. You see, you were saying some people started from primary all the way to JHS, SHS, university, till they get married or something. But you know, when you are in primary, I don't think someone can marry you in primary. No, they can't, right?
Yeah.
When you are in SHS, same thing. Talking from our culture, like the way we Ghanaians, we do our thing. People, even in a community, they will point fingers on your parents. They'll be like, this child is just a young girl. Yes. So it depends on your age. But staying with someone for long, I think is the best thing because you get to know them very well. You get to know everything about them. But make sure, that's why there is a meme says, don't confuse patience with waste of time or something.
Wasting
Wasting time. Yeah. So if you know that this person, no, I'm just wasting my time, you will know.
You yourself, yeah,
you
that's
know,
what
we
you
women,
yourself.
that's our
know.
problem. Oh, that's our problem.
You know, and you are
That's
still
it.
there.
We know that this person is not gonna take you anywhere, but because
imagine this
because of
person
the
is
love.
not talking about marriage, it's not talking about your life,
Exactly.
it's not talking about how
And
you're going to make
and
it
the funny
in the
thing
next
is,
5 years or something.
we see those things in movies, like it
Yeah.
happens. Yeah, we know when the marriage is heading somewhere, you know. When the relationship is heading somewhere, you know.
Exactly.
If it's not going anywhere, you know. So you better plan yourself accordingly. Don't let anyone waste your time. If a man loves you, I think you will know. So
And just like this our friends on I don't want to mention her name, but now imagine you are dating a guy and you know that this guy doesn't love you like that. Like you know this guy would leave you, but because you are in the same space with the person, like you are in the same environment, you want to keep the person till you leave the environment. You will die. Like you are hurting yourself, you know that, because you know that this person doesn't love you. So why do you stay for 4 good years just because you don't want people to talk bad? So you want to keep the person to the no, you don't do
it's
things
a waste
like
of
that.
time.
Me, I would leave. My health matters.
Yes,
I would leave.
Yeah.
So I know you've heard a lot, but I think for what they are saying, it actually makes sense that if you see the person, the person will not do anything for you, just leave. Because your mental health matters. Family usually said they'll be they will say it, whether you leave, whether you stay, whether it is nice, it is you dress well, anything you do, human beings talk about it. So I think it's up to you. Like she said, women, we know. You know when the thing is going wrong. You know whether it's right or you know if this person is a waste of time. And then now you cannot be in the world and let people waste your time. Have some values, value your mental health, know yourself.
Period.
And just know that somebody's relationship is not your relationship.
Exactly. You don't have to even comparing yourself to others. Some people, they are really going through hell. But they just want to be there.
Pretend as if it's working, but it's not
It's
working.
not me, it'll be me. I would leave.
The fact that somebody's relationship is looking nice outside or somebody broke up after 5 years doesn't mean your boyfriend is to leave you after 5 years. And that's women our problem. Obi shape blue, you want to wear blue.
And one thing,
meanwhile, your destiny is not blue.
And one thing is like we women sometimes when we see those red flags and we see all those things, but we try to ignore them because of the love we have for the person. And it might be like let's say I'm in a relationship. I'm dating for a purpose. I don't just date
for dating.
Imagine our age now.
Then you are dating for fun.
You are dating for fun. How? How is it possible?
Wake up.
You are wasting. Yes, you are wasting your time and energy, money, everything. Because obviously you are a woman, but sometimes you must support your man. You know. There are certain things that we do behind the scenes. We do them. We know.
Exactly. Who didn't do them?
We do them. We are wasting our money, wasting your time, energy, everything. So I think you should just let go of it and have your peace of mind.
Good. I think today you've received the advice. All the advice that
you will get it from us.
What I really asked. I think that you guys have received your advice. What will be your last words? Very short and brief, so we end.
Okay, so my last words. Okay, so when you take notes of the red flags, make sure that you have to leave. If those red flags are not controllable, like there are red flags that you can control, but others you can't control. So if you know that you can't control this, leave. Make sure you leave. As a woman, for the sake of your mental health, for the sake of your future, for the sake of your children, leave. That is why people are going through this domestic violence. Men are beating women, men are killing. You know, there is a whole lot going on. So if you notice such things, just leave for your peace of mind. Thank you.
Jennifer, what's your last words?
Okay. I would say, just like what she said, when you notice such red flags, some are controllable and some you cannot control them. Let's say I'm dating and then you beat me. It has the potential that when I get married to you, you beat me. So me, I'm gonna leave. Me, I'm good at leaving. Okay, if the thing doesn't, help me, if it's disturbing me, I will leave. So leave for your peace of mind. because it matters.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And guys, so now you've heard your answers about whether you should marry someone or date someone that your family disapproves of. If it is not helping you, leave for the sake of your mental health.
Yeah.
And that is a wrap for today's Triple T, where tea is spilled, tales are told, and the truth is heard. Yes, I've been your host. My name is Harriet, and I was here with Gertrude and Jennifer. See you on our next podcast. Bye.
Bye.